Hey busy crafters, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're returning. Today we have a collaboration going on with Sunflower Tasha DIYs as well as myself. We're the host. And so go ahead and check out that playlist. I want to go ahead and apologize, number one, for my voice. I have come down with something. I think it's the stress finally's caught up with me with everything that's going on with my mom. So please bear with me. So we're going to go ahead and start with, of course, the heart sign that I got from the Dollar Tree. I got it last year, as well as the love sign from a couple years ago, actually, from Hobby Lobby. And the paper that I got there is actually from an Easter pack, and it's cardstock. So I go ahead and start off by tracing the heart out. I was going to leave it a hole because it has little butterflies on it as well as it's kind of rustic. But as I started to sand it, it kind of tore the paper. So then I had to go with, plan B. So I go ahead and I take Mod Podge that I've had for 85,000 years. It was when my middle son was actually in school. So it's lasted years. And I go ahead and I just cover the whole heart in Mod Podge. And then I take the love sign and I give it one coat, front and sides, as well as in the middle of in between all the letters. And I do it in Cameo Pink from Apple Barrel. And then this is where I go ahead and glue down the paper. I put the paper on top. I waited for the Mod Podge to dry. And then with my handy dandy mini press from Cricut, I just go ahead and reactivate the Mod Podge. This is the best way for me. It's no wrinkles, no nothing. And I didn't show the part where I started to sand it because, who needs to see that? And that's where I just decided to go ahead and cut out all of the heart. And then I just go ahead and take my embossing tool and I just poke the hole through there. So then I was figuring out where I wanted to set this love, but because I wanted to do a bow at the top, right there it kind of came undone. So I just had to go ahead and redo it down, or reactivate it down. So then that bow that you see there, I made it, but then I really decided that I didn't like it. So then I also didn't like the fact that the love word was also extremely bright and everything is kind of dimmed down a little bit. So I just go ahead and do a distressing with Apple Barrel Warm Buff. And it worked a bit. So then I take that other ribbon. So both ribbons that I got from my aunt. And this is where I decide that I didn't really like that bow. So I just go ahead and do the awareness bow, crunch it in the middle, and then zip tie it. And then, of course, I dovetail the bottom, and then I glue down the word. I'm sorry, guys, bear with me. My throat's been hurting, and I'm hoping it's stress. That's just finally caught up with me. So then I go ahead and I take that peachy color ribbon, and I go ahead and do the awareness bow as well. And then I go ahead and zip tie it down. Now, this is where it got a little bit crazy. I have two zip ties, two different ribbons, and yeah, I didn't think that through. So instead of causing more work for yourself, just one zip tie, both bows. My brain has been scattered and everything, and I don't know. I'm hanging in there. I really am. At least I'm trying. But so then I go ahead and I glue it down, and then I wrap around the other piece. And then this is where I figured out that the bow tails are way too long. So I just trim them down with that. And then I just glue it to the top. And then I make it like a ripple effect. So I thought that looked kind of cute. I seen another crafter do it yesterday. And so I was like, yeah, I like that. So then, yeah, I'm just making sure it stays down. So now I went ahead and I'm replacing back the original jute twine hanger. And then I got those from Michael's. No, Joannes. They're from Bloom. They're the spring bushels. They were 70% off, and I got a $5.99, 70% off. So then I just go ahead and place one bushel on each side, and then thought that little flower in the middle would look adorable as well. And then now I'm just going to go ahead and glue everything down. And yeah, there we go. So then here comes the final review. Well, not the final review. That's with everything. But this is what it looks like now. And I think it turned out cute. Tell me what you think. Let me know in the comments down below. And yeah. Sorry I'm not too talkative. My throat's hurting. I'm kind of going through a lot right now. So please bear with me. I do want to take the time to thank all of my subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you from the bottom of my heart. And then now here's DIY number 2. So this right here, I wanted to keep the beads the natural color. I was thinking about painting them a gray, but I kind of like the natural look. Sorry. And so that is what we did. So I went ahead and I got that little cross. It's an ornament from Hobby Lobby. I did pay full price for it because it came in a 6-pack. And so I glued it to the top, and then I had to put a little tiny hole in that ribbon that I also got from my aunt as well. And then I just go ahead and fold it over, hot glue it so it stays. And then I got to flip everything over. And then I made sure I glued the back of it just so that it didn't, go all over the place. And then I take some brown macrame cord that I got off of Amazon a few years ago, actually, and it's still going strong. And this brand, which I don't remember because it's not on there, but it comes in multiple different colors. So I just make a little loop-de-loop, and then I just take a little piece of that same ribbon, and I just kind of go ahead and do that. I place it in the back, and there you go. So then I also got these 3 wooden roses or 3 wooden flowers from my aunt as well as those little pearls. And so even though it's rustic, we have to add a little bit of bling, right? And so yeah, I just go ahead and wrap those around. The hot glue is also from the flowers, is also keeping them in place as well, not just wrapping them around. And then I go ahead and glue down the other ones. Now, gluing down these flowers to this beaded Garland Heart was crazy. At first, I didn't want to do it. I actually had to take the flowers off because one was going up, one was going down, one was falling off. Like, it was crazy. So I just go ahead. This is the aftermath. I already taken them all off and then, place them down. I did have to hold them for quite a while to make sure that the hot glue set. I do use Gorilla Glue with my Gorilla Glue. And then there's the final product of that one. Let me know what you think. Should I have painted the beads, or were they good just the way that they are? I kind of like it the way it is. But let me know in the comments down below of what you think. I'm going to make you watch it for a long time. Yeah. Go ahead and follow me on all my social medias. Also look at my Etsy shop. All of their links will be in the description box below. And if you use the word busy24, all capitals, busy24, you get an extra 10% off on free shipping. So here's my last project. I was planning on doing a lot more to it, but just the simple, subtle look, I really liked it. So I didn't add those baby's breath or those little pearls to it as well. So I go ahead and I take my Hello Hobby chalk paint in Moonstruck, and I painted the inside, the outside, and the sides. Then, because this is rustic, I wanted it to look a little bit more beat up and worn. So I just, mess up that beautiful brand new paint job with a finger sander. And it turned out cute. So then I got that paper from also when I started off doing cards. And it was never on YouTube. I've been doing cards for a little bit. And that's where that paper came from. So Your guess is as good as mine on where I actually bought it, but it came in a big old stack of cardstock, and yeah, so I go ahead and use it for this project. And then I take my Craft Bond Elmer's glue stick, and I just go ahead and glue it down. I didn't want to use the Mod Podge because I didn't want it to get soggy. Especially in there, it'll be very hard to put the Easy Press in that little tiny space. So that's why I went with the craft stick, or the craft stick. Well, it could be a craft stick. It's Elmer's Glue Craft Bond. So then I was going to use the plain heart, but then I decided it needed a little pop of color. So I think that little pink heart is absolutely adorable. And then I just take the Scrabble pieces that I got off of Amazon, and it says, I heart you. And this is something that's not necessarily just for Valentine's Day. It can be. There's where I'm like, yeah, no, I like it the way it is. But it could be also year round because, my husband tells me he loves me and I tell him I love him probably about 462,000 times a day. It's a lot. But yeah, so there's the end product. Let me know what you guys think. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, share, subscribe, comment. It really helps my channel out, and it is free to you guys. I really appreciate all you guys so much. And here comes the final reveal of all of them. And there we go. So let me know what you think. And for everybody who was praying for my mom, thank you so much. If you can please continue to pray for her. She just moved hospitals, so now she's about an hour and a half away from us. And yeah, we've been getting good news, bad news, good news, bad news. And so I really appreciate the prayers, and if you could please continue it, I would appreciate that so much. Thank you so much for watching, and may God be with you, and God bless you. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.